Should you actually use this?
What, this bit? Yeah, it's got coffee in it.
Let's use this in outtakes.
Outtakes, yeah.
Start speaking to the people.
To the people.
The people.
The people. Good, I don't want to be associated with you.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. No, you introduced the topic. You're the one who wrote the freaking tweet.
What's the topic? I thought we're doing different topics.
Okay, we'll introduce one of them and then I'll roll off there. Basically, the way this works is you talk and I dispute what you say.
Okay. What about the turkey thing? You know, there's a lot of people who say that turkey's dry. That's because you don't cook it properly. Turkey isn't a naturally dry meat. I've been having turkey every Christmas for God knows how many years, and it's never been dry. So, why are you laughing for?
Sorry.
It's never been dry. So it's just the way you cook it. That's.
I don't eat turkey.
I know you don't eat turkey. It's got nothing to do with you. So, tell your mums. Tell your mums or dads, because I know you're a feminist, aren't you? You have a go at me. That you need to cook it properly.
Men can cook.
You know, men are actually better cooks.
Okay.
They are.
Go that
I'll
far.
tell you why. You know, like all the top chefs in the world, like men and women. Jamie Oliver, Gordon Ramsay.
Nigella.
Who?
Rosemary.
Yes, one.
Thyme. Nigella. Did you not get Nigella?
Exactly. Two.
Yeah, that's because
you know,
men, because women can cook better than men, so to
women,
make it balanced and equal, we need to give men that platform.
It's not true.
It is true.
If women,
we need
if
to
women
praise
were better
them
cooks, then they would be the top chefs.
You don't know who the top chef is.
No, but when you watch any of these TV programs, they're all men, these top chefs. How often are they women? Very rarely.
Nigella.
Anyway, this is not what we're talking about. So, you know, it's nearly Christmas. So I want to say Merry Christmas to all my brothers and sisters, Christian brothers and sisters. And some Muslims say, oh, saying Merry Christmas is wrong, it's against religion. No, it's not. Why is it against the religion? You're just being nice, you're being amicable, you're being friendly. You live in it's kind of a Christian country, it's not really anymore. But it's not wrong at all. My mosque that I go to, they send out thousands of Christmas cards to the Pope, to the Prime Minister, loads of people. And you're not saying Merry Christmas to insinuate any, you're not referring to any theological belief. You're not saying Jesus is the Son of God. You're just saying Merry Christmas, and that's all it is. There's no need to get so angry about it.
I agree with that.
You have nothing to add?
Yeah, I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody out there. I didn't need to wave. Can I do that bit again?
No.
Oh, I'm going to do it again and we're going to cut it. Yeah,
you're not.
Yeah,
you're not.
I'd like to say Merry Christmas to everybody, and I'd like to make a point that, you know how people say that Christmas is just a way for businesses to rip people off and make loads of money? Well, in some respects I agree with that, but then at the same time, if a company was to produce fairy lights to make things sparkly, then I'm quite happy to give them my money to get that magical atmosphere, which makes me content, and it makes them content. So I don't see what a big deal is and why everyone has to be so mean about it. And yes, so have a nice Christmas and enjoy the fairy lights.
Christmas is a nice time.
It's a beautiful time.
Like, you can't not like all the lights around and decorations. Basically, this woman doesn't agree with me about a certain topic, about polygamy. To be clear, I don't believe men should be polygamous. I feel that men should have one woman only. Man naturally is a polygamous human being, because in ancient times, to ensure the transmission of genetic material, men had to pass on as many, have as many different women as possible to pass on their genetic material. Why are you laughing for? And also, in ancient times, women would prefer to be the co-wife of a impressive, strong man rather than the sole wife of a weak, non-impressive man. That's how it's always been. And even like in the animal kingdom, men, like loads of men, chase after one woman or woman animal, and then once the strongest one
Seahorses don't.
once what?
Seahorses don't. That's not true for every animal.
Most animals. And then once the strongest man gets to the woman, that's the one the woman settles with. And also, man's closest, man's closest relative, the bonobo chimp, I think it is. That chimp. Why are you laughing? That chimp is just like human beings. It's constantly sexually active with different other chimps. What can you say?
What about the chimp or the whole argument?
Anything.
I think we should get your tweet up.
Okay, get my tweet up.
Okay.
Go on, read it.
Okay, so Omar's original tweet on the 11th of December was, men, if left to their biological nature, are naturally polygamous.
It's true.
Now my response to that, where's my response to that? Okay, my response to that was questioning that as in, that's taking the biological argument that, men are designed within their bodies to spread their seed, so they have a lot of seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Men, so I'm saying men are predisposed. It's their default setting.
Yeah,
it's their default setting to be polygamous. That doesn't mean they should be polygamous. Just like
it could be,
just like somebody could be predisposed to be angry or to be violent or to be whatever.
I'd like to.
People are born with certain innate dispositions.
Right.
Yeah. So likewise, I would say it's the default setting of man to be polygamous. Just like it's the default setting of some people to be violent, that doesn't mean they should be violent. That just means that's how they're born.
Okay, but you say here that a man's biology dictates that he should be polygamous. Is that not true? That is what you said. Man's biology.
Where?
Right there. I think we should.
Where does it say should? Where does it say should?
There.
Yeah, it doesn't mean he has to be.
Man's biology, this is what he said, man's biology dictates that he should be polygamous, so there is a higher chance of reproduction to pass on his genes. Now my argument back to that is, okay, well what about a woman's biology? If left to her own biology. I'm not good at articulating. It's a really good trait for a journalist. But a woman has a period, every month, and she could, if she potentially wanted to, have a baby every 9 months. But you don't hear women having babies every 9 months and saying, oh, well, it's my genetic predisposition. Do you? Whereas a man would quite happily go out and sleep with lots of women and say, oh, it's in my nature. I was designed to spread my seed. That's my point.
Yeah, so do you agree with my point?
What, that they shouldn't be?
No, do you agree that it's in man's nature to be polygamous?
I don't think it's in his nature, no, because a woman doesn't have the urge, she doesn't feel it's a natural urge to go and have a baby every 9 months just because she can. So it's not in his nature to be polygamous, it's his choice. Just as a woman has a choice whether or not to have a baby every 9 months.
That's only if she's impregnated. That's only if she gets pregnant.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with anything?
I don't know.
Great argument. But do you see where I'm coming from with this?
Yeah, I suppose that's valid as well. But still, you can't discount my argument.
Yes, I can.
You can't.
I just did.
Yeah, that's not.
I just did.
You didn't.
I just did.
We'll let you decide.
Look, you don't want to believe him. He's got this kind of hat thing.
What do you mean? It's cold.